All right, let's talk about something that hits close to home for so many engineering teams, that endless, exhausting cycle of firefighting. We're going to show you how to get out of that chaos and into a state of control with a really clear roadmap for observability.
So let me ask you a question. Does your team spend most of its time just lurching from one urgent alert to the next? You know, that reactive scramble? If that sounds painfully familiar, then you are in exactly the right place. In this explainer, we're going to give you a map to not just manage that chaos, but to actually eliminate it.
Because here's the thing, achieving real observability, it's not about just buying and installing a new tool. It's a journey. It's an evolution. I want you to think of it like a mountain expedition. You start out down in the chaotic mess of base camp, and the goal is to reach that calm, self-sufficient summit where your systems pretty much run themselves.
And you know, every good expedition needs a map. So this is ours, the Observability Maturity Model. We're going to walk through 4 very distinct levels, taking you all the way from the chaos of putting out fires to a state of proactive, intelligent automation.
So let's start where most people are, at the very bottom. Level 0, or as we call it, base camp. This is that world of reactive firefighting where you are always on the back foot, only dealing with problems after they've already started to affect your users.
Does any of this ring a bell? Your logs are scattered all over the place, there's no way to actually trace the user's request from end to end, and you hear the phrase, "Well, it works on my machine," way too often. There's this genuine fear of deploying new code because you just have no idea what it might break.
Now, if this sounds like your organization, you are seriously not alone. A staggering 70% of companies are stuck right here at level 0. And this isn't just inefficient, it's a huge barrier to innovation. It's usually some combination of technical debt, a bit of cultural resistance, and just no clear strategy that keeps teams trapped here.
So how do you even start to climb out of that reactive state? Well, that first step up the mountain is level 1, basic monitoring. This is where teams start to get a bit of a handle on things by collecting some fundamental data and, getting it up on some dashboards.
At this stage, the focus is almost entirely on metrics. You're probably using tools like Prometheus or CloudWatch to track those system-level vitals, CPU, latency, that kind of thing. And look, it's definitely an improvement. But without tracing or connecting your logs, you can see that something is broken, but you still have no earthly idea why.
And that brings us to a really crucial moment in our journey, the turning point. This is where we make that massive leap from just basic monitoring to having true, deep visibility into how our systems are actually behaving.
And to make that leap, OpenTelemetry isn't just some helpful tool, it becomes absolutely essential. It's the open source standard, it's the key that unlocks the rest of this climb by giving you one unified way to collect all your telemetry data.
Okay, so with OpenTelemetry in place, we can now climb up to level 2, achieving full observability. And we're not just staring at isolated metrics on a dashboard anymore. We're finally seeing the complete interconnected picture of what's going on.
The secret sauce here is combining all 3 types of telemetry, your metrics, your logs, and your traces. You're adopting standards like semantic conventions, which is basically a common language for your data so it all connects. And you're using a collector gateway to process everything efficiently. And the result? You can do root cause analysis in minutes, not days. It's huge.
This comparison really says it all, doesn't it? You're making a fundamental shift. At level 1, you can only ask, what is broken? But at level 2, you can finally, confidently answer, why is it broken? It's a massive leap from just detecting a problem to truly understanding it.
So now that we have that full visibility, we can start to aim for the summit. This is where things get really exciting, where we move beyond just reacting to problems and start proactively preventing them from ever happening in the first place. And that is level 3, data-driven operations. At this point, you're not just understanding things that went wrong in the past. You're using that rich telemetry data to predict and stop future problems. This is where AI ops really starts to become a reality.
So now, your telemetry is actually powering your CI/CD pipeline, catching bad deploys before they can even get to production. Machine learning is spotting anomalies before a human even could. Your alerts are finally tied to what actually matters to the business, your SLOs. And you can automatically trigger actions like scaling up infrastructure or rolling back a bad release.
And this all leads us to the very peak of our journey, level 4, where we achieve autonomous and self-healing systems. At this point, the infrastructure is so intelligent that it's basically managing and repairing itself.
And this isn't science fiction. This is exactly what it looks like in practice. The system itself is watching its own telemetry and taking smart actions. If latency spikes and the database is getting hammered, it just automatically scales the cluster. If checkout errors start to tick up, boom, it triggers a rollback to the last known good version. And all of this happens without waking up an engineer at 3 a.m.
So, there you have it. That's the entire journey laid out. You progress from this manual, firefighting state to a predictive one, where you can see problems coming, and then finally to an autonomous state, where the system just heals itself. And this isn't just about being more efficient, it's about building resilient, intelligent systems that actually push your business forward.
Okay, so we have the map, that's great. But how do you actually start your climb? Let's turn this idea into a real, practical plan.
This roadmap lines up OpenTelemetry's capabilities directly with each level of maturity. To get out of level 0, you start by instrumenting for basic metrics. To hit level 2, you need the full SDK and a collector architecture. You see, OpenTelemetry is the critical foundation that you build all your advanced AIOps and SRE practices on top of.
And you have to remember, the technology is only one part of the puzzle. To really scale observability, you need a clear strategy for your people and your processes. You need governance for your data, a solid plan for change management, standardized tooling, continuous training, a blameless culture, and all of it has to be tied directly to your business goals.
Let's just recap those key milestones one more time. At level 0, your only goal is to escape the chaos. Get out, fast. Level 1, it's a first step, but you have to know it's limited. Level 2 is your first major summit. You have full visibility with a complete OpenTelemetry deployment. Level 3 is where you lay your AIOps foundation, and Level 4, that's where you get a massive competitive advantage with self-healing infrastructure.
So we've laid out the whole journey for you, from that chaotic base camp all the way to the autonomous summit. You now have the map that can turn raw data into intelligent decisions. So the only question left is, are you ready to start your climb?